NFT flippers are a lot more focused when it comes to avoiding mistakes in the NFT market. However, it is a little different for NFT artists. Of course, since they are mainly focused on their creative energy to make art, it makes sense that they are not proper experts when it comes to selling their NFTs. But anyone can learn the right strategies to follow and the common mistakes to avoid in the NFT world. So today, I am going to talk about the mistakes that NFT artists usually make in the marketplace. The good news is that they are straightforward to fix, and should help you improve your brand, impact, and sales. Please keep in mind that this list applies primarily to individual NFT artists. If you want to create something like what Bored Ape Yacht Club has done, then you will need a lot of capital first. The first and most common mistake is that a lot of artists stop doing collaborations after a successful mint. Collaborations are a great way to produce unique and innovative art while also expanding your audience. Your goal should be to support yourself and other artists by reaching a new audience. Collaborations are not only for established artists. Even if you have a small number of sales or even 0 deals, you can make them happen. Do your homework and find artists with similar followers, sales volume, or time in the NFT space. You might get lucky and find more established artists willing to work together if your art stands out. This market is getting saturated, so you need to become an active member in the artist community to survive. Another aspect that fits into this mistake is that some artists never do any giveaways. Just because you have managed to sell an NFT does not mean that you can sell hundreds of them. Giveaways are a great way to build a solid relationship with your fans. I am going to mention a few rules about giveaways you should follow. It does not matter if it is a small giveaway. 2 people are enough for you to start. You should also market your giveaways correctly. Share them on your social media accounts, get into conversations with other artists, and comment on relevant threads on Twitter. You must give them time to receive participants. This could be anywhere between a few hours to a few days. You can also increase your audience by asking for a follow or a retweet as a way to enter your giveaway. Please do not overdo it. Your art is valuable, so you should not make it too accessible. I suggest a single giveaway every 2 weeks at maximum for independent artists, while a giveaway per month would be ideal for established artists. They might seem basic to you, but a lot of NFT artists simply do not bother with this strategy. You will have an advantage over them just by doing giveaways. So please do not ignore this aspect and be very active whenever you drop a collection. The next mistake is more of a personality issue. Artists are very proud of their work, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. However, some artists let this pride feed into their egos and refuse to follow trusted strategies. They think that their art is so good that they do not need to do anything at all to reach out to others and spread the word. This means that they expect platforms like OpenSea and Mintable to approach them. They also expect that big NFT artists like Beeple should reach out to them for collaborations because of their quality. This is the wrong mindset, and it needs to be avoided to achieve success in the marketplace. Ego is the greatest obstacle between an artist and their success. Please be humble and be willing to reach out to the world so that it can see your art. Adding on to this issue is another mistake that happens even when artists follow the correct promotional strategies. The issue is that when they fail, they start complaining and criticizing their audience and collaborators. Believe me, this is more common than you think. Some artists feel like the people owe them something for being creative. The NFT hype that they see creates a fake reality around them. It is easy to earn a living out of crypto art, but it also takes a lot of effort and talent. Some of the newer artists get frustrated when they do not see early success. Then they start to display 2 wrong types of behaviors. First, they complain about the NFT market as if their lack of sales was a scam or collector's fault. This type of behavior usually comes from artists who have just joined the industry. They probably give up trying around their 4th or 5th day. Sometimes, even experienced artists who start to get some traction get too greedy too quickly, and lose patience when their following collections fail. The other behavior is that they beg collectors or other artists to purchase their creations or showcase their art. Please do not do this, as it is not good for your brand. Collectors will not consider your work if you, out of nowhere, message them directly or constantly tag them in your Twitter and Instagram posts. Also, established artists, influencers, or collectors will never share your work if you have not built a relationship with them. If they reposted every request they got, then their content would become a joke. Especially in this space, elite artists and collectors are very selective in what they like and share. That is what makes their creations, collections, and content unique. So please be patient and just focus on your art and strategy. Desperation is a bad tag for your art and for your brand. Be humble, do not complain about your failures, and always look forward to your next step. The next mistake is that a lot of artists shill on non-chill threads. For those of you who do not know what this means, a shill thread is a tweet on Twitter, or any place where an NFT conversation occurs. This is where people are looking to discover new art. A non-chill thread is the exact opposite. These days, it is almost impossible to be on crypto Twitter without random people dropping their art as if they have thousands of NFT pieces to sell. I will give you an example of this. There's a very popular Twitter space host whose name is the Kid Icarus. He had expressed some of these ideas in his own tweet. If you look closely in the retweets, some people were shilling even on that thread. It completely betrays the purpose and they do not get any traction either. If you participate in this kind of activity, then you will just be looked at as a bot account. The next mistake is that artists usually overmint their NFTs. This is hard to spot, but it is crucial. Some artists feel that filling their profiles with NFTs is the right way to attract collectors, so they keep adding pieces after pieces. This strategy is alright, as long as you are selling as fast as you are creating. You need to showcase volume and interest from the market before creating more supply. You are not CryptoPunks or Bored Ape who are dropping NFTs every day. I will give you an example of Multivac to tackle this problem. They only have 4 to 5 NFTs available for sale in their Days of Our Life collection. You can keep on creating in the background, but only release the right amount of supply. They decided to go with 4 to 5 NFTs, but this can depend on your style, market, and editions. So you can mint lots of NFTs and choose the ones you want to include in your drop. You can sell the rest of them whenever you want. This avoids saturation in the market and you will not end up making an NFT salad. If you do not know what that means, an NFT salad is basically when your NFT portfolio looks very messy because of excess supply. The final mistake that I will point out is that artists tend to follow topics that have already become saturated in the market. For example, you might have noticed that lots of artists were still trying to mint Spider-Man NFTs, even though it had been weeks since the movie had been released. It might bring a little bit of traction, but they would have been better off trying to create NFT art that related to Peaky Blinders or The Weeknd as they were hot topics at the time. Just because something has become a global event does not mean that it will always be trendy. Do your research and expand your horizons. Do not limit yourself to only a couple of topics. The world of art is filled with inspiration. Artists are still trying to find their feet as salesmen, but for now, these tips should be more than enough to help boost your brand value. Remember that it is all about you at the end of the day. If you like this kind of content and want more, then like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I have uploaded a lot of NFT videos, and I am sure that you might find some of them to be helpful. I will see you in my next upload. Goodbye.